Hey, good evening.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? It's nice to have you all with us this evening. We'd like to welcome you to another edition of Talk with the Missus. We just trust that you're well and everyone is ready and just super excited about what we are going to be discussing today. We have the Missus in the house. You want to give a shout out to
Hello, everyone.
those who are online?
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining with us again this wonderful evening. It was much better, the weather, but I think the rain, heavens just opened up and poured out blessings. Upon us. I guess
it's been very hot.
It's been hot.
So, I think we needed some rain to
cool things down.
To cool the weather down. So, there's no, I don't know if anyone has complained about that, but I would not complain about that because the past few days, it's been really, really hot. So how is everyone doing? It's nice to have you all joining in. We'd like to know those who are online. We see that some of the early birds, we have Anne-Marie, who is one of the early birds online today, Chinwe Wanki. I can see Shirley, Dina. I can see Faithful Siakbere. So, just make yourself known. Maybe in the comment section, just tell us you are online. And I see Grace Dawish, all the way from Nigeria, also joining in the conversation. Just let us know that you are online, and we'd like to give a shout out to you.
I'm seeing Cherie Nathaniel that I used to go to school with way back when.
Wow.
So good to see you, Cherie. Do stick in if you can, and give a shout out, at least say hello. Thank you for stopping by and staying with us, hopefully. Also see Reverend Emeka, God bless you, man of God. See Christopher Raze. See Lola, Moses Nosa, who's just shared. Thank you so much. And please do share, get your friends involved. It's a conversation that a worthy conversation, I think. Today we want to talk about why do people living for pictures.
I think that's an interesting conversation. Well, I'm just trying to share. So, I would like you to do the same. Share to your Facebook page. Get someone on board. Let's have a healthy conversation. We talk with the missus. We like to hear from you, just like you hearing from us. So it's good that we can get people from different nations, different perspectives, so that we can have a very, very healthy conversation. So if you're like me, this is the right time to share on your Facebook page, copy the YouTube link and send out, and just host a watch party and let's have a conversation. That will be a blessing.
Yeah, and please don't mind, our lighting is a bit tricky today. I'm sure we'll be better in a couple of weeks. I'm seeing a little bit of fuzzy kind of stuff, but we're all good. Thank
lighting you. And a little bit of camera.
Yeah, our camera's not the best today. Yeah, we had to make do just so that we can be online, so that we can speak with all of you, which we're so happy and glad to do. I've also got good evening, Papa and Mama from Better Mrs. Fit. If you guys are looking to get fit, you're looking to lose weight, all kinds of stuff, she's your go-to. I don't know, I see her doing all kinds of moves and I'm like, and then I sit down and say, no, I'll just watch. But if you want to participate, do join in. She's really good.
I don't think she should lose any more weight, though. I think she should help others to lose weight. But for her, I don't think she should lose any more weight unless her husband thinks otherwise. But I think she's
good.
I think she's good, the size that she is. But who am I to be the one to say it if her husband is happy for her to lose more weight?
Yeah, as long as she doesn't disappear, we're happy. We're good.
Great. All right, so people, let's share and just get many more people in. We are going to have a very blessed conversation. This topic just came to us. It wasn't like, planned. We were having a conversation, the both of us. And I asked a question, that why are people living for pictures? And then I think you said, that's
a good topic.
That's a good topic. Maybe we should talk about that on Talk with the Missus.
Yeah.
So we've not had in-depth conversation on it, but I mean,
we were saving it for you.
We were saving it for you so that we can all discuss it together. So we like to welcome, I see Pastor Austin Osoria, I see Lola Adenuba, Moses Nosa, Sean Johnson. I mean, a lot of you are online. Abby, Chester is on. I see Joshua Newton, just quite a number of you. And we are just so glad that you are with us today. And we believe that the conversation would be a blessing. So, I think I'll probably turn over to you.
Over to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we talk about living for pictures, there's two things that come to mind. And I know one of them, I don't know whether it's a good thing or it's not, but the first one I think of is people that say, you got to fake it till you make it. Yeah, have you guys heard that before? Fake it till you make it. You just got to do it so you make it. Thank you, Chipo, for sharing. God bless you, because I like to watch you on TV. All right, awesome. So when you hear you got to fake it till you make it, does it make you think, okay, I just got to pretend. I'm trying to get somewhere. I've got to, I even say, you got to dress the way you want to be addressed, So you're dressing for your future positioning or your future placing, but you're not actually there yet. So that's one category, of people that are living for pictures. And then there's those that you don't really have a desire to get there. You don't really have a desire to achieve whatever it is you're posing for. But I know some people that would literally buy a dress, wear it, take pictures in it, and then take the dress back.
Really?
Yes.
Also, they buy the dress.
Yeah. Some people even go to occasions with the dress. They don't even go to occasions with the dress. Then take all the pictures, all the glamour, what have you, that they wanted to achieve, the moment, and then take the dress back. So that whatever they wanted to achieve with the dress for that occasion has been achieved. And then they got their money back. Which is, I mean, for me, that's quite extreme. That's living for the picture, literally.
Yeah.
Like you just put everything together so that you can take a picture that you're going to share on Instagram, you're going to share on Facebook, which is not a true reflection of your condition or your life. So I think there's a vast difference of how people do things in that regard. What's your take?
Well, for me, I think life is serious business.
Yeah.
And I think that we should take our lives seriously. Yeah. Especially if you're a person who knows and believes that you have a destiny that you want to achieve, then, taking life seriously and just not just living for the peripheral, can be a problem, would help you. All right, let's take, for example, I think we've talked about this before, how you have people who, when they're thinking of their marriage, let's think of two individuals who are looking to get married.
Yeah.
And, in thinking of their marriage, walking towards their marriage, they are more focused on their wedding day than they are on the marriage itself. Yeah. For me, that's like living for pictures.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's like living for pictures. And so you're planning for the wedding day, something that's not going to last 24 hours, because I don't think there's any wedding that runs from 12 midnight to 12 midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are not, there's no plan for the marriage. That's literally living for pictures. Now, for me to even hear of those who, they buy a dress, they wear it to an occasion, and then, after wearing it to the occasion, then you have the issue of them taking it back. I mean, Pussy in the sense, Chioma, what do you say to those who buy dresses solely for the gram? What does that mean?
Instagram.
That. You see the problem we are talking about? Yeah. So they just buy it, wear it, take a picture for Instagram, put it up. Yeah. And then the dress is taken back. Or even if they are keeping the dress, because let's say some, maybe they can't be bothered, they don't take it back, they are keeping it, but it's not that they really need it. I think people need to come to a point where you understand that your life is more than pictures. Your life is more than pictures. Your life is more than pictures. It's more than impression. It's more than impression. There are people who have made the wrong choices in marriage because of impression. Oh yeah, we both look together, on pictures, you see it's beautiful, and you see myself when we pose, it's like, this is that. But we're the it couple. But at the end of the day, that's not marriage, isn't it? The serious things that you are going to deal with. You may look perfect together on picture. Do you look perfect together in character? Do you look perfect together in reality? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're doing that maybe so that your friends, to hype things for your friends to be looking at you and say, yes, that you are the one, you're doing it. That's it. But you are just putting yourself in a place of, what will I call it? Chaos. Because you're just living for pictures. I think Pastor K, he sent a comment. He said, weightier. Yeah, he said the weightier matters. Good evening, all. Yeah, because they are weightier matters. There are things that are more important than living for pictures. Now, the essence of that is that you even find some couples who are already married, because of this whole thing about impression, they get themselves into debt. Yes.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes, the Joneses that don't even know you.
The Joneses that don't know you, don't care about you,
exactly.
Even if they did know you, and probably don't even see you as something to be considering.
No.
But you're considering them so much that they've come into your family budget.
Yeah.
How shocking is that? They've come into your family budget.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're trying to achieve in a year.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're trying to compete with them. Why?
So I think it's a very big problem. I think the question I'd like to ask our audience, which I would want people to share their view, because we want to have this conversation with you, is why do people, whether single or couples, why do they live for impression, which is in essence living for pictures? Why do people do that? I would like to know why people do that.
I mean, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about, let's say you saw a really nice car, you saw a Bugatti, or you saw a Lamborghini, and you just stood by it and you just wanted to take a picture, and then you said, my dream has come true, for example.
Yeah, but your dream hasn't come true. Is your dream to take a picture with Bugatti, or your dream is to own a Bugatti? What if my dream has come true? If you put a tag on that picture and say my dream car, that one I can understand. But you take a picture with somebody else's car, you say my dream has come true. Which dream came true? I'm joking. Which dream came true? Please, I like to hear people tell us, why do people live for impression? I think Lisa Jimole said as the married life is actually more important than the marriage ceremony itself, what do you say about taking loans for the ceremony? Oh my God, that would be a serious discussion.
No, that is part of the discussion. It's not this, it's a serious discussion. That's part of the discussion. Because a lot of people, they take loans for the marriage ceremony because they're living for the picture. They want their wedding to be the hottest wedding in town. Everybody has to talk about my wedding. It's not my wedding that you're going to force my hand. My husband, we need to, or my husband to be, we need to take a loan. We need to do this. We need to have a water fountain. We need to have ice sculptures. We need to have, what else have I seen in weddings? We need to be in the best venue ever. We need to hire Sheraton. We need to hire all kinds of locations. We need to have a horse and carriage. I mean, the list goes on. We need to have a wedding dress that costs £2,000.
And weddings these days, the kind of things they are importing into weddings is alarming.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, people who I don't know how people did their wedding during the lockdown. I think they would have saved themselves a lot of money.
That's for those that wanted to really do it like in a curtailed way.
Yeah.
Because some people still done it big, even with the.
Really?
Yeah, I saw one, but it's not in UK because UK were like locked down. If you even try it, police will be there. I heard of some people that they had like a gathering of, I think it was, what was the number that you were allowed? Is it 10? When the bubbles started, was it 10 or 8 or something? Whatever the number was, the neighbor phoned the police and said, oh, there's about 30 people over there in their house. You need to come over there. They're spreading the coronavirus. So before you know it, within how many minutes, the police now came over. Boom, boom, boom. We've heard of it. There's an unsocial gathering happening here. We need to see how many people are in the house, So if it's like UK, it's not going to happen. But it was in Africa. So this wedding, all of them had their mask on, bride, groom, the trained people. They still had like the little children that will come and drop flowers. They still had all of that. They had like loads of guests in the thing. They were doing their dance with matching whatever the color of the bridesmaids' dresses. They had the matching masks and dancing and dancing. Then you now had flower. What's that thing called? They have a flower wall now. Yeah, so flower wall. So we didn't marry in the stages of flower wall. I'm not sure if I would have wanted it. I would have liked it because I like pretty things, but I'm not sure if my husband would say no, that one out. I say that because we done our wedding in Nigeria, both the traditional and the white wedding, and I wanted these peak canopies, the canopies that peak up. So, because I was like, yeah, tell me whatever you want. Tell me. So I now gave him the list of all the different things I would love to see in the wedding and all that, really for the pictures. So, these peak canopies was part of it. So when they went off to go and find the price, one peak canopy at the time was 7,000 naira. Then the flat canopies was 1,000. My husband was like, no, flat canopies. I said, please, I really want the peak canopies. He said, what am I spending 7,000 naira on peak canopies? With that, I could have got, with the flat ones, I could have got 7 for the one. It's flat canopies. I was like, okay. But we save money, and lots of people, anyway, they have all these flower walls, but there wasn't just one flower wall, because usually you see one flower wall. Now in this wedding that was during lockdown, they had the flower walls where everybody was sitting. So I don't know whether they're trying to incorporate, the whole like social distancing, the see-through glass, the see-through glass when you go to a shop. Yeah, maybe they were doing that, I don't know. But they had flower walls on every single chair, as in on the table where everyone was sitting. I was just thinking, this is just a total waste. You could have literally had a wedding with about 10 people, your mother and father on each side, the officiator, and a few key crucial people, and you would have been married. You save all that money, all that effort. All the time.
I think that people need to face reality. I mean, the question we ask is why do people leave? For pictures. I think Pastor K said it's an escape from the reality of failure.
a big one.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true. A lot of people, you know, they consider themselves to have failed, and they just I don't know how to put it. I think he's put it the best way. Edisiri said a whole lot of people are really living fake lives just to impress people, which is a big problem, because you know, you living living a fake life to impress people will cost you, and does not cost the people that you are trying to impress.
Most don't even notice you.
Yeah, sometimes they don't even notice you. So it's not costing them, but it's costing you. And what you are having to pay to live that life, if you channeled it towards your dreams and your vision, it can actually move you forward, such that what you are faking now can actually become your reality tomorrow. So I think it's important that people can learn that you don't really need to live a fake life now, because it will be costing you. And if it's costing you, it's not just robbing you today, it's also robbing you of your tomorrow. So, you know, life is in phases. And I think if people just understand that, that's it.
Life is in phases, and men are in stages.
Exactly. So you have to you have to kind of discover where you are. This is my present position. This is where I want to be. I don't have to fake it. If I go to a gathering where everybody is arriving with a Range Rover, and I don't even.
And I got off a bus.
Yes, and I got off a bus. It's okay that I got off a bus today. There's no point of me now trying to go and get the most expensive Uber drive, to get me there, so that everybody will see me coming out of a flashy car. Because at the end of the day, what I would spend in that, if I put it towards my vision, I may actually be able to move to a level where in my life, I will be able to, maybe tomorrow, tomorrow, I will be able to arrive in that same occasion or a different occasion with even a better car than the one that these people have come with. So I think living real is important. This is the way I look at it. If instead of living for pictures, going to look for, you know, some fanciful restaurant, to take some pictures, whereas you are living in a shack hole. Do you understand?
Taking pictures of the food.
Exactly. You live in a shack hole, you're going to all these expensive, fanciful restaurants, paying over the roof, buying expensive handbags. I mean, we were both watching, is it Terrible Tenants? What was that program called?
Slum landlords and bad tenants.
Something about bad tenants. And you see a tenant who has not paid rent for 2 years. Move out of the landlord's house, they don't want to move out. But when you go inside the house, you see expensive handbags. You see expensive shoes. What do you think that person does not have a sense of what's important and of reality? So I think that those are the kind of things that people have to be mindful of, because at the end of the day, it is better for you to focus on what is important, that will help move you, advance you, and push you forward.
Even if you like that picture so much and you really want that picture, at least be working towards it. Let it be something that you have been motivated about, and you desire it, and you're now, you know, improving yourself. You're gaining new skills. You're embarking in a career. You're doing something that would actually get you there, rather than just, you know,
create the environment for the picture. Rather than why do you have to be the one who goes there to take pictures? Why can't you be the owner of the environment for the picture?
Yeah.
That's how you should probably be thinking.
Yeah. I like this Marcia Brown.
Marcia Brown.
Yeah.
What did she say? She said,
yeah. So.
Okay. So she said, fake lives are so real. A picture can tell 1,000 lies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're taking a picture, but it's a fake picture, and you're living a life where, well, the picture in itself, like I said, it says 1,000 lies. Usually the phrase is a picture tell 1,000. What's the real? It tells 1,000 tales or something like that. But with this fake picture, it tells 1,000 lies because you're doing so much. It tells us so much things that you're able to do just to achieve that picture. It tells us where your priorities are. It tells us where your focus is, where your drive is. It tells us what you see as important and what you value, your value system. You know, I went to a hotel and I'm taking pictures of the hotel. I value people thinking that I am, you know, living a certain life. So
so you're not really living purposefully. You're living.
Yeah, you're living for other
people's
people's opinions of how you're living. And you know, it gets to a point where you now be looking for, you put the picture up, let's say 5 p.m. By 5:02, you're looking for how many likes, how many comments, how many, you know, who's seen it, who didn't see it, or who's, you know, it's you're now putting yourself under pressure. Then let's say by 6 p.m. you've only got 1 like, or you didn't get any like, you're now deflated, disappointed, like, oh, nobody even saw this picture. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna tag some people in. Maybe they haven't seen it on their feed. So you know, tag. Still no likes. You know, maybe even got an angry face. You're like, how this person just give me angry face? You know, you now be getting like hypertension for no reason. You know, all these things.
And it's creating problems.
It is.
It's creating problem because a lot of people now rating themselves based on social media views. I think Pastor K said, if one is not careful, the flashy car will leave their bank account flashing red. Which is true.
Yeah.
Which is true. If you're not careful, you know, you are being driven by, you know, the pursuit of the flashy car and all of that. Your bank account will be left in red and overdraft. You know, so I think people need to live a purposeful life, which is what Elizabeth Liz is saying. We must learn to live a purpose-driven life. As Pastor Rick, it should be Rick Warren says, in the book, So living a purpose-driven life, I think it's very important, so that you're not living a fake life. You're not living a fake life, and don't get caught up by what people are posting on social media, because there's a lot of things that are posted today on social media. Some of them are not even real. If you are the one who just talked about people going to buy clothes or dresses, they put it on, take a picture to put, or was it? No, it was Pussy Print. Take a picture to put on Instagram and send it back. Now, someone else would see that and feel, oh, you know, no, I need to get this dress.
Handbag,
that handbag, that this, that. And it's not like you should not own that beautiful handbag or that beautiful shoe, but it does not fit with where you are right now. I mean, anybody can carry any kind of handbag or wear any kind of shoe, no matter how expensive, but does it line up with where you are now? If it doesn't line up with where you are, why are you getting caught up by what people have pasted on social media? And then some women will quarrel with their husbands.
That's where it's now grown.
Oh, you should buy this for me. Because maybe sorry, I'm going to let you speak. No, but I want to say this because maybe you watched a short clip on social media where a man came and presented this to the wife. Maybe it's not even true. Maybe they just did it for the camera to put on the social media. Then you pick quarrel with your husband because of that. And then there's chaos at home. Is he not a man like you? Can't you see this person did this and did that?
Oh, now I wish this person you were able to get me these things.
Yeah.
Or you now try to like manipulate a little bit, trying to make your spouse feel bad. Oh, see this what they've got. Oh, look what they've got. Oh, look what they've got. Oh, I wish I had something like that. So your husband will now be feeling like, my wife wants something like that. She feels like I haven't been able to provide her, or my husband feels like that. He feels like I haven't been able to provide for him. So all those things, they will now, bring quarrels, bring issues, bring unsatisfaction, bring a sense of I failed my husband or I failed my wife because I can't provide this. But the Bible clearly tells us that those that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. Yeah. So this level of comparison, because that's all it really is, you're comparing yourself, plus you've got a lust of the eyes, really. You're comparing yourself, then you're full of envy and all of that. And it says that every kind of wickedness comes from strife and envy, so that's where you now see people that can do anything just to live this life. Look at Hush Puppy. I went there. Look
I didn't think you were going to go there.
I just thought about it now. I wasn't going to go there by intention. But look at Hush Puppy. For those that don't know, Hush Puppy is basically a fraudster. Yeah.
Alleged fraudster. Because I think they have.
My husband is so kind. He's always very kind. Honestly, if you know my husband, he's very kind. There's one that has to be the one that always, the benefit of the doubt. That's him. It says to the pure, all things are pure. Yeah, so that's him. Hush Puppy is he was embezzling all kinds of money. I don't even know how much it was. Millions of dollars from different people, different accounts, different strategies and different ways. And what was he doing? He's there posting. How did he get caught? Because he was posting it all on Instagram. Oh, look at my car. Oh, look at my house. Oh, look at my
I can imagine how many young men will be having high blood pressure, seeing his pictures and his posts.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, why is my life not like this? I'm failing.
Yeah. I mean, he's a business. I think he was on Forbes Africa or something. One of the top up and coming young entrepreneurs and all that. They didn't realize that the way he's making his money is from embezzling funds from other people. Yeah. To the point that, imagine you're buying a property. They have a way of hacking into the transfer. Yeah. So when you're buying a property, when you need your deposit money and so forth, you now send over a transfer to your solicitor's accounts. So he was now able to grab that money. It now reflected as though it went to the solicitor's account, but he now embezzled it to his own accounts. Could you imagine what kind of, I'm talking millions of dollars. And all this, he was doing it with pride. Yeah, he was doing it with pride. So all these kind of things is just people living a fake life. It's really fake.
And this said, it's inferiority complex, a feeling that makes them feel less human than those who they are trying to equate themselves with, which is true. Because when you compare yourself with others, before you know it, you start living a life that does not really reflect who you are. In fact, you lose a sense of your own dreams, just trying to fit into other people's picture.
Yeah,
I think that's really the problem. The fact that you end up losing a sense of your own dreams, your own vision. Suddenly, you are no longer living your life. You are not living. Yes, it becomes a distraction. Yeah. Chipo said that, according to my husband, those people have lost the plot, which is true. And there are many people who have actually lost the plot.
I agree with you, Stefan. They've lost the plot. They've lost it.
They've lost the plot because you don't have a grip on your own life anymore. You have zero or no grip on your own life. You are now, it's just all about people. And you have, and
as if you don't matter, as if you were not brought into the world with a specific reason, for a specific time and a call, as if there's no call on your life. What was that?
But you know, the worst thing though with this is where it creates problem in homes, because this thing literally sometimes creates a problem in homes, in families, in marriages, you know, where a husband brings it home or a wife brings it home. Somebody bought a new car in the church, or a man buys a car for the wife in the church.
And you're not buying me a car.
Exactly.
So they change my car.
Exactly. It becomes a problem. You don't know how long that couple have been saving and planning for that. So people just leave that and then put unnecessary pressure on themselves, unnecessary pressure on their marriage, unnecessary pressure on their spouse, and their visions are basically thrown away before they realize, you know, they're old and they can't even pursue anything again for their life. So I think that it is crucial that people can wake up from such slumber and really begin to live, you know, be real. Be real. I think that's really the key thing. Living real. Everybody's buying a 52-inch TV. You can't afford it. Don't kill yourself. You can't afford it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't have a television. When I was a kid, we didn't have a television in our house. Not because we didn't want a television, but my mother, who was raising us, she couldn't afford to buy a television. Today, people are watching me on television.
Amen.
No, think about it. People are watching me on television across different nations of the world. Not just in my home country where I was born, but across Europe, across North America, across the nations of the world. People are watching me. So which one is better? For me to be watching TV or for people to be watching me? I'm not saying don't buy TV. You can afford it, buy it. I mean, I have TV in my house. You need it. My children are watching TV. Do you understand? When I was their age, I didn't have TV in my house to watch. If we had the opportunity of watching TV, we watch in maybe other people's house. Sometimes we peep through their window to watch it. No, it's true. Yeah, if there's a football match and, you know, maybe there's one person on the street who has a TV, then we go to the window, you know. With other people, you see a crowd, everybody stretching on the window to be able to see, so that you can watch it. When they score, you say, hey, you know.
And you go home very satisfied.
Yeah, satisfied. Yeah, we're not going home and feeling frustrated or anything, you know. Happy. But living at the level where we are and walking towards the next level.
That's why the Bible clearly tells us that godliness with contentment is great gain. If you have a level of contentment, not that you're not aspiring to be better, that's not what it's saying. It's just being content of where you are, whether you're abounding, where you're flourishing, or whether you're in the grafting stage where you're trying to get yourself to the next level. Whichever level you're in, you're just content. You're not envious of the next person. You're not angry that why is it not you that is at that next level. You're just content. You're content. Not that you're not aspiring to go higher, but you are content. You are not living fake. Believing that you will get to the next level and walking towards it. And I think that that's really the important lesson that people need to grab. I mean, it's Elizabeth Liz from Vienna. She said, I think it's also an identity problem that leads to people to living a fake life, as in comparing themselves to others, hence the urge to impress. It's true. It's true. There's the identity problem, and so
People are just living fake, comparing themselves, you know, with others. Oh, I've got to do this. Everybody is doing it. I've got to do it. Who said you've got to do it? You know, there's an occasion, and they bring for those from Africa. I don't know if it's every African country, but Nigeria in particular, they have ashwebi. You can't afford it. You don't have to buy the ashwebi. Wear what you've got to attend the occasion. I mean, many times those ashwebi is just for one day. After that, they can't wear it anymore. But it is so expensive.
And I think it's intentional. I don't know why they intentionally make it expensive. And to be honest, I do feel bad when I don't wear it.
Yeah.
But I also see, you know, that I can't afford it right now. We're trying to do something. We're trying to achieve something. We can't, you know, just get this. I can't buy it. So I would explain to the person that, oh, I wouldn't be able to do it. But
yeah, when you can do it, you do it. When you can't, I mean, I can't do it. So, you know, it doesn't mean that you will not attend the occasion. Ayodele Ajayi said, it is possible to wish and have everything others have and still be empty and poor. Godliness with contentment is great gain. Thanks for the broadcast, Sam. It's so true. It's so true. You can have everything that other people have and still feel empty and still feel poor and still have inferiority complex.
Yeah, you know, like material things, they don't actually give you the satisfaction that some people that don't have the material things think it does give.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's like, in fact, what it is it's like a level of idolatry. You're putting something above God, because remember, idolatry is anything that you put above God.
Yeah.
So you're putting it above God, thinking that your purpose, thinking that your fulfillment, your destiny, everything is tied to your ability to achieve a certain thing, achieve the pinnacle in your career, achieve, you know, a certain money in your bank account, achieve a certain, that you drive a certain car, achieve that your children go to a certain school. All those kind of, buy a certain house, your house looks in a certain way. All those kind of things is you trying to get your own self gratification and self glorification as well. I remember one time there was a woman that she bought a new car. At those days it was the car to have. Yeah, you see in all the music videos and all the rest of it. But she had that car. It was some sort of car. So in case anybody so she had that kind of car, and I remember hearing her, somebody asked, wow, you got this car now, wow, this car's so amazing, wow, how did you do it? She said, oh, a lot of hard work, you know, it's a lot of hard work. Meanwhile, I know that it wasn't just that, it was the grace of God that lifted her in that time and season to be able to get that car. Before you know it, she's not really at that levels anymore. So when we shift the focus and we shift who we think it is that's actually giving us what it is that we have, and we try and make it upon ourselves, a self-glorification mission, you're going to fail. You are absolutely going to fail. And I'd rather the owner of my life, you know, lead me in my life, help me with the things that I shouldn't want. Because, you know, some things you desire, it's like the children of Israel, when they desired all the cucumber, all the onions, all the this of when they were in Egypt, you know, they were lamenting and complaining, and they just wanted, you know, the good old days. Meanwhile, they were slaves, but they wanted the good old days. God said, okay, why did you bring us here to this wilderness to kill us? Oh, we would have been better in Egypt. And they were begging him for food. He said, okay, I'll give you manna. So it will now rain down manna, rain down quails and all kinds of stuff, and they'll eat. And when they said they were eating it, it was so hard on their jaws that their jaws, can you imagine eating, you know, like eating really tough meat? You're eating it, but the work to eat it is like, I don't know, let me just throw this away. I'm not really eating it. I'm not enjoying this meat. So that's what it was happening. They said it was coming out of their nostrils. They were eating it so much, the food was coming out of their nostrils. Those are doctors in our midst. How does that happen? That you eat something in your mouth, it now comes out from your nose. I know ear, nose, and throat, ENT, are connected, but I wonder the exact way. But anyway, you know, the Bible says that the Lord gave them their desire, but he brought leanness. He brought leanness. So sometimes you desire something. Oh God, I just want this. I just want that. I just want to be a millionaire. I just want this property. Oh, I just want God. It's like, okay, you know, he'll give it to you now. And you found out, wow, I'm not actually happy. So your happiness is not actually in these things. You should not attach your happiness, your joy, your contentment to things. It only truly comes from God. Even it's like a man that you want to marry. Oh, I want to marry a certain man. Oh, he has to look like this. He has to be like this. And, you know, 6 foot tall and beard. I keep saying beard, but anyway, he's 6 foot tall, beard, drives a certain car, lives in a certain area. So you want to marry him. You now finally found someone with, in your eyes, the full package. So you now got this full package guy. And you now realize, wow, we're like chalk and cheese. We're totally different. Where he's going, I don't want to go. And how do I make this work? I'm now with him for the rest of my life. Maybe he's an abuser. Maybe he's a neglector. Because even men that neglect their wives, that is, you know, torture. You don't talk to me. We don't speak. You just go off and do your own thing. That's torture. So what are we really trying to achieve? Are we trying to achieve what God wants us to have? Or are we trying to achieve what I think I need because I saw somebody else have it?
And you know, from what you're saying, you know, I mean, while you were speaking, there's some comments that came on the screen, and very powerful comments by different people. I just make reference to one, Pastor K, who said, he said, yes, indeed. Remember Ahab and Naboth's garden.
Exactly. I was reading that the other day. Yeah.
You know, think about it. Ahab was a king.
Lamenting, cried.
He was a king. He had everything. But Naboth had just this garden. Just this garden. And this guy was not contented with all his, well, what we may call wealth. But really, if you read that scripture now, and we really look at it in the light between Ahab and Naboth, who was poor and who was rich, it appears that because of the contentment that Naboth had for his garden, Naboth was the rich person. Ahab, who had everything, but was so desperate for Naboth's garden that a king was crying like a baby. He appeared to be the poor person. So, you know, I think we need to come to a point where we understand that things don't define our lives. Things don't define our lives. I think that's really where each person needs to come to. You come to that point where you say to yourself, you know what? Things don't define me. Things don't define my home. Things don't define my husband. The value of my husband to me is not in whether he can afford to buy me a car or not. If he can buy me a car, praise God. If he can't, praise God. The value of my wife to me is not in her paycheck on how much she brings home. Does not have value to me. She's much more than that to me. And I think if we all begin to come to a point where, you know, we don't look at life from the perspective of things. We don't look at it from the perspective of things. We don't rate ourselves from the perspective of things. We don't rate people also from the perspective of things, whether it be in church or it be in society. We don't rate people from the perspective of things. I mean, there are some people who even in church, I'll speak of church because that's where we spend most of our time. Even in church, who, you know, relates to people on the basis of the type of car they drive, their financial status. so to say.
What they show.
What they show.
Because sometimes you'll be surprised, the biggest givers, the biggest even earners and so forth are the humble ones. The ones that are, they're not into the whole show and tell, basically, for my clothes.
Yeah.
They're showing everything that they have from their clothes. Most wealthy people don't wear name brand. Did you know that? I said wealthy, not rich. Wealthy. I think there's a difference. But most wealthy people don't wear name brands because all those things is nothing to them. Have you seen? Well, I don't want to talk about Bill Gates because there's a lot of issues around him at the moment. But people of that caliber, they don't even bother to wear name brands. They just wear one kind of T-shirt, whether it has a name, it doesn't have a name, whatever. Okay, Simon Cowell, for example. He wears the same clothes. He literally, what he does is that he's I watched something about him one time. His personal shopper will go and buy him the same outfit in different colors and multiple times as well. So that he has, let's say if it's a white shirt, he has about 10 of the same white shirt, and it just looks exactly the same, identical. If he has black trousers, then he will have a black, dark gray, a dark navy, a really dark midnight navy. It just looks exactly the same. Yeah. So people think that
and it says time as well. It says time of trying to match colors and all of that. It's true. When you're a busy person, every time is precious. Yeah. When you're a really busy person, sometimes trying to match clothes and match colors and all of that, I mean, it takes time. So if you just have one, my wife is laughing. It's true. But it's
it works for him.
Yeah, it works for him. No, so I think having the right mindset will help people. People have happier homes. If we can all really outgrow the mindset where we think that our value or the value of other people is from things, then we will avoid all of these problems and chaos. In fact, you have more happy homes. Yeah. You have more happy homes because there are homes that are under pressure.
Okay, sorry.
They're under pressure based on comparison. Things. Yes. Yeah. Oh, look at the type of microwave we have. I went to this person's house. If you saw the type of microwave, why can't we have? Then they go to bed that night crying, oh Lord, why is my life like this? I mean, you have a microwave, for crying out loud. Yeah. Yours can also warm food. With electricity as well. Yes. You have electricity.
You have a home. You have a kitchen that you can enter.
Exactly.
You want to. You have, there's so much things to be grateful to God for. So much. I think again, when we get on that comparison level, another thing that God doesn't like it is as if you're saying that what He's done for you is not enough. You're indirectly complaining to God and saying, I don't like what you've done with my life. I want this other person's life, not my life. Yeah. Why did you give me this life? It's as if you're complaining indirectly to God. So I think that in itself is, something that God definitely would not like.
Yeah.
Because like I said, He's the owner of your life. He knows where you're going. He knows what He wants you to achieve, and He knows what He's planned for you. So if you're now saying to Him that, all that you've done for me is rubbish, I need this person's life, then it's what do you think it to be then?
I think people really need to, to come out of this. Let me read some of these comments. I think
they're lengthy and good. Thank you so much.
Chipo said, some marriages have been broken up because of this picture business.
Yeah.
I know of a couple who had 2 receptions for their wedding.
On the same day?
I don't know. One for their white friends and the other for their black friends.
Wow.
And the pictures were on Facebook. And a few months after the wedding, arguments started because they had borrowed a lot of money.
That's it.
And husband was saying it was you who wanted a big thing. Wife was saying it was you. At the end, they divorced.
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine
that?
Can you imagine?
So that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
People enter into marriage. It's like you're carelessly entering into the rest of your life.
Yes.
Focusing on the wrong thing.
The wrong thing, exactly.
You have so much important things to discuss and understand and agree beforehand. You're there going to get a loan.
Getting a loan
for
to host
an event that happens for a few hours.
2 receptions.
Even if it was 10 receptions. If you add all those reception hours together, it's a few hours.
Yes.
You're getting a loan for something that lasts a few hours. Then in getting, I don't even know where to start, but it's wrong on all levels.
It's terrible.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You have to cut. What's that saying you say? You have to cut
your coat not according to your size, because sometimes your size may be bigger than your cloth. Cut it according to your cloth, the material that you have.
Yeah.
Because if you want to cut it according to your size, some people's their size is bigger than the material they have. So cut your coat according to your size.
Your cloth.
Your cloth. Yeah. Oh yeah, not your size. Yeah. Thank you. Marsha Brown said, the enemy since the beginning of time has deceived human beings into believing that they are created short of everything else and need material things to complete their work. God created us as whole beings, filled with value given from him. Example, if I stand next to a Mercedes-Benz, I am of incomparable value. The Mercedes needs me to operate.
Yes.
I can move without the Mercedes.
That's a wonderful
that is so
comment.
Powerful.
Well done, Mark. That is such
so
an amazing comment, Marsha. Thank you so much.
That's powerful.
So powerful.
Yeah.
So powerful.
And Chester said, this comparison issue goes beyond materialistic things.
Yeah.
Some we compare their children and unconsciously force them into evil acts. It's so true. It's so true. I think we've met people who do that as well. They compare their children. They put pressure even on people. Yeah, they put pressure on people. Somebody smile to somebody else, and then they are angry. Well, maybe later they say, oh, you always smile to this person. You don't smile to me, or you. Why are you? Leave it. Yeah. Rejoice in the Lord. Yeah. And
again I say
rejoice. So let us avoid comparison. Yeah. It has destroyed lives as individuals. It has made people make bad decisions. Yeah. I mean, we just read now somebody's wedding, I'm sure
all
because
those people that came to the wedding.
Everybody has forgotten about
the wedding.
Honestly.
Oh, I came to when people attend, and it was only black people. I came to reception, it was only white. Why did you even have two different receptions? Why do you even have to do that?
Group the people. Segregate people.
Exactly. You don't even know if somebody was one white brother was meant to meet one black sister and they married. You don't even know. You just scattered their plans as well. Go, by the way.
Yeah, so I think we need to outgrow comparing ourselves, and it is at every level.
Yeah,
there are individuals, there are homes, marriages, and all kind of things that comes to that point where people just compare themselves one with another. But I think we need to avoid that so we can live healthy lives, and avoid the whole issue of materialism. And I believe that if we can do that, we'll be better people for it. The blessings of God will flow in our lives. I'm going to ask that you, God bless you, Dr. Obina, Pastor Obina, for joining us. We appreciate you. Say good counsel, pastors. God bless you. Amen. All right, I'm going to let you say some final words because I think we're just at the close of time. And then.
Yeah. So thank you again for joining us again in this wonderful edition of Talk with the Missus, where we just speak, what God lays in our heart in simplicity. And really all that we've said today is something to learn and something to go home with, is just be content. Contentment with godliness is great gain, or godliness with contentment is great gain. So you've been happy at the very place that you are. You've seen the good in everything that is around you, in your spouse, in your children, in your job. You know, I think you put a post up the other day that for those people that have a job right now in this season, that your pay has not gone down, you're still working, you should be happy, you should be grateful, because there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people all around the world that don't have a job because of this season. The same season you're in, for them it's a casting down, for you it's a lifting up. So we need to be able to recognize God's hand in everything. Stop being so what's the word? But stop comparing yourself anyway. You know, stop being so inferior. Stop belittling yourself. And even in that belittling yourself, you're now belittling God. You're belittling what God has done for you, how he has seen you through, how he has kept you, how he has sustained you, how he has established you, how he had all that he has done for you. You know, he's done so much. So please let us stop comparing ourselves with ourselves, because the Bible tells us that if you do that, you're not wise. So let us be wise children of God. Let us be wise husbands, wise wives, wise children, you know, and let us appreciate God for all that he has around us. You know, sometimes you just even say it to your spouse, you know what, honey, I just appreciate all you're doing for me. Oh, my darling son, oh, my darling daughter, you're such a blessing to me. Let them hear these words instead of, oh, did you see what this brother done for that wife? Some men anyway, some men. What is that achieving? What seeds are you sowing? What seeds are you sowing? In the book of Proverbs, God clearly says that he hates people that sow discord. Hates. It says there's 6 things that God doesn't like, and 7 that he hates. And one of those, the one that he said that he hates, is people that sow discord among brethren. Discord among brethren. I believe that's in Proverbs chapter 6. So stop sowing discord, even in your own marriage, because you're comparing yourself, with other people, which we have established is not wise. Appreciate God, appreciate your husband, appreciate your wife, appreciate your children, God, and appreciate God most of all. Amen.
So, you know, you've heard it from the missus. We just want to add, you know, enjoy where you are, celebrate where you are, aspire for greater things, for greater height, and God will take you there. But don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself by comparing yourself with others. Your journey is different. You were not born the same day. Even if you were born the same day, you didn't come out of the same womb. You know, even if you came out of the same womb, your DNA is different. So you are on your own journey, and God has a plan for your life. You know, our desire is that people will live healthier lives, fulfilled lives, that people would have healthier and fulfilled homes. And, you know, we don't continue to compare ourselves with, you know, others, and then living fake lives, living a picture life, impression life. No. So you want to have a ceremony, do what you can do. You don't have to copy what everybody is doing in having a wedding, or what everybody is doing in having a birthday party, or what everybody is doing in having. Do what you can do. And if you live your life that way, my wife knows we're not telling you things that we don't practice ourselves. We refuse to put ourselves under unnecessary pressure. Whatever you see us do is what we can afford to do. And
for an example, sorry to cut in, for an example, so for those that don't really know us, I believe we had a navy. Do you remember the velvet navy? Is it navy even? But it's like a really dark midnight color curtains that we had in our living room to go with the blue sofa, leather sofa that was inherited from the previous owners. They left some furniture in the house, which was a blessing, you know. But after some time, it now became, you know, like, oh, we need to change this, we need to change it, we need to change it. But it wasn't changed immediately. When the desire to change it wasn't changed immediately. And you know, people upon people, you know, like renovation. Oh, I've done this to my house, I've done that to my house. But we're not putting ourselves under pressure. It's when we can do it, when we can afford to do it, when it's something, the time to do it is now, then we'll do it. So we didn't do it for many years, over 10 years, I believe, or a long time anyway, we didn't do it.
Yeah, because we had other things as well.
We had other things that
you know,
we're trying
we felt
to achieve.
that were more important for us to pursue. I mean, we have a curtain, praise God.
Yeah.
But it's changed now.
Yeah,
it's been changed for some years now.
Yeah, it's changed now. But the thing is, even when we did do, let's say, some level of renovation work, the curtain still stayed. It didn't stay with the color scheme, but the curtain still stayed because it wasn't just time for it. So even in the painting, that curtain got paint all over it. We had to put it in the washing machine, not in the bin. Put it in the washing machine, get it washed. I think about 2 or 3 cycles. Get it, you know, the paint off as much as possible. There was still a little bit of paint. Then put it back on, you know, until the time to change it was evident and it was clear and we were ready to do it. So don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. It doesn't help you. If anything, it harms you. It harms you.
So, you know, you've got it all, and we pray. You know, we want to see people live healthier. We want to see you have healthier homes, healthier family. Your children are brought up in healthier settings, so that, you know, let your children also, as they grow under you, they understand what is important. That life, the Bible says that our life is not measured by the abundance of our possession. God wants to increase you. He wants to give you abundance, but he wants to see that you're contented with where you are. We believe that this has been a blessing. I want to thank all of you who joined us this evening and all the great comments that we've received. You've made it another blessed time. Talk with the Missus is a conversation we have once fortnightly. So in another 2 weeks, Thursday, we'll be both back on this same platform for another discussion on a different topic, which and we've seen homes have been restored through these discussions, healed. We've had great testimonies that have come out of just these conversations. And we believe that this evening's one would have helped somebody. Well, join me tomorrow morning. We'll be having the Lose Me and Let Me Go is our focus tomorrow in the And Zion Prevailed online prophetic prayer, 6 a.m. UK time. Don't miss it. We had an explosive time this morning. I think today we were judging negative altars. So tomorrow, Lose Me and Let Me Go. So I want you to get yourself supercharged, super ready for it. And I believe that it will be a great blessing. It's always a joy to have you with us. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that right now. Do that. I mean, before you log out, click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that whenever we're live or we put anything up, you will be prompted and you would know. The handle name is Pastor Moses GCF. That's G for Global, C for Christian, F for Fellowship. And then we have the second YouTube channel, which is called FMC, Faith Miracle Center, abbreviated FMC TV, FMC TV. So subscribe to both YouTube channels. And of course, our Facebook handle name is Pastor Moses. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just name them. It's Pastor Moses GCF. And then you have the FMC TV versions as well. The Lord bless you for joining us this evening. And this is where we sign off from this program. I will see you 6 a.m. in the morning. Set your alarm so you don't oversleep, okay? Set your alarm. Tomorrow, we are dealing with Lose Me and Let Me Go. I got some great feedback today of God's move upon people's lives through today's prayers. I believe tomorrow will even be a bigger blessing. All right, then, this is where we say bye. God bless you. Bye-bye.